notice this when on this TV, this Fire TV, before you can even use the television, I guess they give you two options. One is continue, and the other is store use. Now it says by clicking continue or store use, you agree to Amazon's conditions of use at www.amazon.com/conditions of use and all the terms found at www.amazon.com device services slash support or here. And then I guess you'd there. I think you can probably, let me see. I think there's an option to look at the terms. Yeah, you can look at the terms if you want. But I'm pretty sure there's not an option. Let's see if there's an option. Look at all this stuff. Just look at all this stuff just to watch a television. Just to watch a television. Just to use your television. I guess person would have to use all of this stuff. I mean, you'd have to click on all of that and read it, I guess. I mean, they know most people aren't going to do this. Let's pick one. Audible service conditions of use. Look at all this stuff. This is what they think of you. This tells you what they think of you. Okay, now let's go to the second paragraph. This one is what caught my interest. Well, both of them did. The continue, by clicking continue or store use, you agree to something. And so pretty much you have no option. There is pretty much no option to use the TV. You either have to pick one of those two things or take the television back or not use it. So the second paragraph is Amazon processes and retains audio, interactions, viewing, and other data in the cloud to provide and improve our services. Alexa allows purchasing by voice using your default payment and shipping settings. You can require a speakable confirmation code, turn off voice purchasing, and see product and order details in your Alexa app or alexa.amazon.com. Learn more about Alexa than anyway. See, I decided to factory reset my television just because I felt like it was. They say that you're supposed to do that every now and again to, um, like prevent viruses or whatnot, like restart your devices, factory restart your devices. So that's what I was doing, and I just decided to, nowadays I try to be more clear about what it is I'm doing. You should look for scams practically everywhere. So I have two options. Do I really have two options, or do I just have one? I guess the only two options I really have is to either not use the television and not be subject to whatever it is they're trying to have me subject to, or agree to everything they're talking about in order to use the television. Those are the only two options. Let's see. Let's see what store use is. I never picked that before. Store use is suggested for in-store demonstrations only and not for home use. You will need to factory reset your TV to exit store use. You know, still don't even know the difference. Let's see. Never mind. I just wanted everybody to see this. Just look at all this stuff and think about all this stuff. Given what we know about Facebook and all of these companies and how they treat our information, that I guess before I even use the television, if I really want to be as responsible as possible, I'd have to look at all of this stuff. Okay, let's look at one. So that's one. So I gotta look at all. I'd have to look at all that. I'd have to look at all this. Then all that. This is what I guess I'd have to look at all this before I watch the television. All of that. So I imagine it's pretty much Amazon Video third-party software. I'll look more into that later. Yeah, that kind of grabs my attention. Anyway, so I'd have to look through all of this stuff. I'd have to click on all of these things and look at all of those and then press continue in order to, I guess, really be fully responsible. So let's say if something happens with the television or with your information, let's say your information was stolen through the television or something like that, and you wanted, let's say you felt like Amazon or something, Amazon was at fault, or the brand of the television was at fault. In this case, I guess Toshiba. Uh, Most likely, you'd probably have no grounds to really. I assume you probably wouldn't even have any grounds to sue or recoup anything, because I'm pretty sure all of that paperwork, well, all of that material that they want you to click on is for them to cover their behinds as thoroughly as possible. So, and then, let's say you're in court with them, they just tell you, well, we told them, we told this person, when this person decided to use the television, before this person used the television, they we didn't hide anything. We put all that stuff in there that we weren't liable for such and such and blah 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 blah. And they would most likely be correct. And they know people aren't going to be looking at this stuff. So, as far as I'm concerned, these are red flags. And it's probably time to get to use other devices. Devices that make you go through all these changes, to me, that's just a red flag. So I'll never ever buy this type of well, I won't say never ever. Um, I'll just be more careful. So if I can get one used, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, all right, I'm done. I'm a little bit disgusted. I have to hook this television up so I can get back on the internet. So, all right.